Hello, everyone, and welcome to Harv's World for another episode of Chellington Valley. It is the end of a long day. Long few days, actually. You can see that our carrots are growing up quite nicely indeed. And the soybeans have been harvested off of both fields. In fact, both of those fields have been planted. But I'll tell you what, I am beat, so I'm going to go get some shut-eye, and we'll check back in tomorrow. Well, that was a much-deserved rest. Oh, God knows I needed it. Ooh, man, I needed it. Let's see, where are we at right now? Well, I'm actually curious. I want to go check this before I do anything else. Oh, look at that. I think our carrots are ready to go. Yes. They are ready to harvest. Outstanding. Now over here, I have put in some sunflowers. Man, are they growing up quite nicely. We'll go check field 110 in just a minute, but I need to get the sheep taken care of. First things first. Now, Hugh is going to be stopping by today in an hour or so to help out around here. Kevin and Julie have been very busy working, Harv's helping hands and all that, and they both have the day off, so it's just going to be me and Hugh, which is probably a good thing. I haven't had much chance to work directly with him, so it'll give me a little bit better feel for where he's at this point. Not that Julie's not capable, of course she is. That's not the point. Not the point at all. You can see I've got some bales stacked up here, but I don't have any hay stacked up to keep these guys fed. So I want to get that taken care of. Now, the money that I've got right now does not really reflect the amount of work that's been done here over the last several days. And that's because, well, I decided Triple H Farms needed a little something extra. A little something extra for some additional storage. Let's say that, for additional storage. And, well, we're going to go take a look at that in just a second. But I think it's going to work out quite nicely. It should do us up just fine. And man, these sheep are messy eaters, let me tell you. I have to get them cleaned up and sorted out. That hay bale should do all right there. Let's get them some water. There we go. Now I've got a grass bale, a silage bale, and a hay bale, which should keep that trough working. The only thing I don't have is carrots or sugar beets, and well, they're not out of those. It's a good thing, because I don't have any. But that whole situation is going to resolve itself today anyway, because quite frankly, I've got carrots ready to harvest. Ha 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 ha. Oh, anyway, moving right along. Man, these sheep are messy. Messy Pessy. Right, that would mean they were cows. You know what I mean. Watch out for that pole, Harv. And actually, you know, I'm going to run right over here real quick. Might as well just do a grand tour. So I've picked up some pallets to capture wool as the sheep shed it, and man, they are cranking it out. So I'm looking at 15, 22, about 5,000 liters of wool right now. That's not shabby. Now, I told you I picked up another building, and this is it right here. We might as well get that finished off. I think that sounds like a fabulous idea. And there we go. This, my friends, that fits in perfectly with our farm decor, is just going to be some additional storage. It's basically another silo. Man, those sunflowers popped up quickly. But the big issue is I didn't really have a place to store my carrots. I could have dumped them on the ground. I didn't really like that idea very much. And so 59,000 quid later, and these chaps have brought me a nice new storage silo that actually fits in fairly well. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, there you have it. There's where the money has gone. Oh, and one last thing. Farmer Clark called me up the other day and he said, hey, I was cleaning out a barn and I found another header for that harvester that you bought. He said it's pretty beat up. I haven't done any work on it, but if you want it, I'll bring it over. So I picked that up from him as well, which was perfect timing because I've got sunflowers planted. So luckily, we have that sorted out for our sunflowers. Now, harvesting these carrots is not a small proposition. It's going to be a big job. That's one of the reasons I asked Hugh if he would come in today and work with me. And of course, he has no problem. No problem whatsoever. Now, in this field, because I've never done it before, and I wanted to give it a shot and see what it was all about, I have planted millet. I'm really interested to see. I mean, this is a pretty cool looking crop to begin with. I like it. It's got a real golden hue to it. Interested to see what that'll do for the farm. I don't know if it drops straw. I kind of doubt it. I don't know what the volume's going to be when I harvest it, but I'm really intrigued to find out. Really intrigued. But you know what? Nothing's going to get done if I don't get a move on because we've got rain coming in. I did not count on that. And I hope we're not shut out for another day. Actually, before I do anything else, I know that sunflower field needs another application of fertilizer. I can get that done, and by that time Hugh should be here, and we can start thinking about the grand carrot harvest. Yeah, that was a quick fertilizer job. No biggie. And that's a small field. I mean, that is my very, the smallest field that I've got, so. The absolute smallest field I've got. Oh, look at that. Hugh showed up right on time. Let's see here. What am I going to do? That's what I'm going to do. Morning, Hugh. Good to see you on time. Hey, so I need to run over to the shop, pick up a piece of equipment that we're going to be using today, but while I'm doing that, go check the mower and then mow out the sheep pasture. We're going to bale the grass off the sheep pasture so I can get it stored away, just in case I need extra for the sheep. Alright, perfect. Thanks, bud. And I'm sure he will be all over that. And you can see I do have a trailer load of soybeans left over from my harvest the other day. And I've already got, I don't know, 14,000 liters in the main silo at the main farm at Harv's Helping Hand. So I'm just gonna make sure they're all in one place so I don't have to search around to figure out where my soybeans are when I'm ready to sell them. The price hasn't been very good. Just like with the linseed that I sold the other day. We're back in that situation where I need to hang on to it until I can get the best price, but it should bring in a decent amount. Got about 23,000 liters all told, so not bad for those two little fields. Not bad at all. Just kind of testing the waters right now, you know. Let's throw a little bit of everything in there and see what floats. See what's gonna be the most profitable for Triple H. Well, as expected, the guys at the shop were able to sort me out. They're always able to sort me out. They know what they're doing. They've got me pegged at this point. No problem whatsoever. All I did was tell them what I wanted to do, and they said, yes, sir, we've got it, but it's going to cost you. This one's going to cost you. Now, all I did was lease this from them, but it was still $8,000. Try 8,000 pounds. 8,000 quid. I still fall back on that dollars thing far, far, far too often. Yeah, maybe by the time I get back, old Hugh will be finished mowing that grass. We'll see. If not, I'm sure I can get this thing rolling. Well, Hugh and I finished up at just about the same time. So I sent Hugo over in the truck to pick up that trailer that I left over at Harv's Helping Hands, because we are going to need that in a big way, which I'm sure he completely understood. What's not to understand? And this is it. This is the big bad boy carrot harvesting thing. I think it's really the only word I have for it. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what it'll do for us. Exactly what it's supposed to do for us. It is plucking those carrots right out of the ground. Look at that. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, that's doing a nice job, too. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to operate on these narrow field edges. I was finding this... Oh. Darn it. I was finding this this problem on the way over here. This has an axle on it that the wheels actually turn to try to assist you in turning, but the swing on the back end of it is so strong that you have to watch the back of it more than the front for clearance. Otherwise, you're just going to be kind of out of luck. I mean, it's some seriously rough action. I can tell you right here and now that this tree up here is going to be in my way. And there's nothing I can do about it except go around. I might have to come back in the other direction to get that last little bit. We'll see. Maybe we got it. Now we're missing just a little bit of a row there. That's alright. Even if I don't come back to get it, I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to have enough carrots to last these sheep a lifetime. At least. At the bare minimum. One pass around the outer edge of the field, 5,700 liters of carrots. Holy shnikes, Batman. This is gonna get ugly. And now you know why I wanted that additional storage. Because this is going to get ugly. I mean, that's the old saying, go ugly early. Well, I think we met that quota. We have gone ugly early and then some. But it's a pretty slick little machine. I like it. That was better. Now we've got some room to work down here. Even just a few meters was enough to make that turn much, much easier. Swing it. Swing it. And if you haven't guessed by now, as I'm sure you have, this carrot harvest is going to take probably the better part of the day. And I really, really, really hope, I'm not entirely sure, but I really hope that we don't get rained out here. If we do, we do, and we'll just come back and take care of the rest of it tomorrow, but I don't want to have to lease this thing for an additional day if I can help it. I've got enough money invested in this, but, you know, oh, and I am completely full, so, Hugh, come on down. You're the next contestant, and I need to empty my carrots. Although, this thing is topping at the same time, which is nice, and you can see carrots left in the ground, so I'll need to come back over those, but that's pretty slick. Alright, let's see where we end up with this thing. Well, as it turns out, we did get rained out. The rain came and no more carrots. So, gosh. I guess I'll just have Hugh drop these carrots off in the silo and send him home for the day. Hey, Hugo. Take those carrots and, hey, Hugh, go take... Hugh, go take those... Hugh, go take the carrots, dump them in the silo, swing that trailer back by here, and then you can call it a day. I'm gonna go lay down for a minute. Wait for this rain to stop. Keep my fingers crossed. Thanks, man. Well, it's 7:30 at night, and as you can see, the rain is still pouring. But I've been watching the markets all day, even after I laid down for a while, and, well, the wool prices have come up pretty nicely, and soybeans are at a premium at the moment, so I decided to bring my wool down for sale. Well, that was a little bit trickier than I expected it to be, but it did get sold and brought in about 5,000 quid, so not going to complain, even though it was a bit of a hassle to get sorted out. Very strange little sell point there. Didn't quite want to work the way I expected it to. More importantly, however, I need to get up and sell the soybeans. I'm going to have to make a second trip on the soybeans, then I'm just going to call it a night. This rain's going to continue on into the evening, obviously. Well, it's already evening. Grrr. The best laid plans and all of that. Okay, these guys are giving the best price for soybeans right now. What's even better is you can see my other my other billboard up there for Harv's Helping Hands down on this end of the valley. Very nice indeed. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That was 15,000 pounds right there. And I've got another 8 or 9,000 liters of soybeans to haul up here. So I'm going to get those hauled up, sell them off, see where we stand. And it looks like carrots are going to be for tomorrow. Ugh, and I'm going to have to pay extra leasing fees on that harvester. Still, it's going to be cheaper than just buying sugar beets. So in the long run, it'll pay for itself. In the short term, it kind of sucks. Okay, no more mucking about with these carrots. It's a new day. It's bright and early. It actually looks like it's going to be a lovely day after all of that rain. Really, really does. The mornings here in Chellington are pretty spectacular. I got to pick up some that I missed beforehand. Come on, Harv. Come on. There we go. Swing it. Swing that bad boy around. And I've got no help today whatsoever. Julie and Kevin are still off, as they should be. Today's going to be Hugh's day off, and there's no way I'm calling him in after he came in yesterday for no apparent reason. Although I have to tell you, and Hugh is an amazing guy. So, you know, I needed to go lay down because I wasn't feeling well. Something happened there. But anyway, I told him just to drop the carrots off and go ahead and call it a day. Well, he wasn't going to let a little bit of rain stop him. What did he do? Well, he completely finished off with the grass work over in the sheep pasture. He got all that grass baled and put it away in the sheds. So he is quite the worker. He works better than I drive. Although some days I don't think that's saying much. But I have to tell you, this carrot harvester here, this thing really does a nice job. It fills up a little quicker than I would like, but hey, there are much more expensive solutions that don't do as good a job as this, so I'll take what I can get. So I'm going to be harvesting carrots for a while. Although I also have to say that the rain did a number on my millet field, and it's ready to harvest already too. Millet apparently grows very quickly. Very quickly. So I'm interested in that also. I've never had the opportunity to work with millet before, so I'm intrigued. I always like to try new crops. Oh, and I'm full up again. Not paying attention. I'm sitting here blabbermouthing and not paying attention. Because that's what I do. That is what I do. But you can tell, I mean, this is going to be 20,000 liters of carrots already. 20,000 liters of carrots already. And, barely even touched this field. I'm probably looking at least 100,000 liters of carrots, if not more. At least 100,000 liters. And probably more than that. Those things pour. You go, carrots. You're gonna make my sheep proud. Or something. Alright, I'm gonna knock out these carrots. One last little row of carrots. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny row. It actually hasn't been so bad. It's really only taken about 3 hours. Now, 3 hours for an acre, that's a long time, and you could say that. Man, look at what is going on around here. Man, my crops are growing quickly all of a sudden. I haven't changed anything, I promise. Man, the sunflowers, they were looking so great, and they're ready to harvest already. Holy shnikes, Batman. Oh, I know. We lost the whole day to rain. That's what happened. That's what happened. And yes, as expected, we have got loads of carrots. I mean, even this final load is 10,000 liters. And, you know, as I do, and I pretty much always do, I got a little overexcited about the prospect of how much I was getting, but I'm gonna say, I can't talk and drive at the same time. I should probably just stop trying to do that. Man, these sheep need to be picked up after badly. I'm going to say we've probably got about 80,000 liters. Might as well give some to the sheep right now. Top off their food trough. Oh, they were in need apparently. Now that ought to keep them going for a while. A good long while. But all told, let's see. Yesterday, after I sold off the wool and I sold off the soybeans, that was about a $28,000 or 28,000 pound profit, which means Triple H Farm is already starting to pay for itself. And I think I've got, at this point, pretty much everything I need. I can't imagine needing much more than what I have. I really can't. So I just gave the sheep about 5,000 liters of carrots, and I've got just over 73,000 in the silo. So almost 80,000 off of this one little tiny itsy bitsy teeny weeny field. I just need to fold this thing back up and run it back to the shop. And I might just take the rest of the day off. I haven't had one in quite some time. I'll use the truck to drive it back and not this tractor. It's too slow. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Chellington Valley. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. And until next time, take care.